Accommodations are great. Man, I tell you, to be alive, to look for livelier things to be available to us. How do we get to that point? How do we even want something? I want this. How does that happen to us? You know, it's incredible. Incredible. I was supposed to be having hair, but it doesn't look like it, does it? Um, I was red again. Oh my goodness. Um, what, who, what, where, when, and all of that. A crucial invite to our lives that we have available to us. A very crucial invite. And insight into that is the awakening. Wow, on every level, every freaking level. I like to share. I was listening to the Dunk Show, basketball. They were dunking, and they had just the highlight. They were just showing the highlights. 'Cause I missed the actual dunk show itself. But one of the guys said, if he misses this dunk, then do it the first time, I'm not going to go watch the movie Black Panther. And one of the guys said, man, don't say that. One of the bigger people that played basketball, the heavy set. I was like, what? Interesting that came up when I was talking about not going to see that movie. Wonder how it came out to be. I mean, what was the results? Did it really pan out? And I mentioned it because I said earlier that, you know, how in that movie, in the highlights where he touched the ground, that globe came. I was only saying it because in the video, what Africans made, umps, amulets, scepters, and all that, they showed that in the video, and they showed how that negative G, that's what they call it. The Greeks call the negative G, that energy. And I was only, because it had already been shown, and they had it in the movie, that's what I'm saying. So, in that video, is, you know, a couple of years old, we've shown that. So, that's basically was a result of me just, the universe is showing me, yeah, it's what's new. So, interesting that they got, doing a dunk contest, said that. And one guy, don't say it, don't be saying that. So, it's just the way it is. Again, that sharecropping doesn't have our best interest available to it, and for us to be so enthralled about it, and, you know, so involved with it, and that's something that it's thrilling to me. And I was, as I left off the last video, I was talking about Chicago, the murder capital, as they say. I'm sure it's not, but there's places all over the world that wars are going on, where murders are happening much more in large numbers than that, and that needs to cease as well. The war in Syria, war all over, wherever wars are going on that we don't know, in Africa, all over the world, and in countries we don't know like Japan, Australia, that just need to cease. So people acquiring weapons through the fear and greed, man, that consequence has a balancing act as well. So the terminology, I guess I could use different terminology with Chicago and the people that are dying based on emotional irritability. We can help those people by allowing those people to express themselves. Because usually when people express themselves, a peaceful reunion of their true selves comes out. You see, what I mean by peaceful reunion is that's who they really are. That's who they want to be in those quiet moments of their lives. But people, you have to defend yourself. I understand that. I get that, surely. And I'm not saying you're terrible people because you're killing one another. No, I'm not saying that at all. I definitely understand the situation you're under because this country sells weapons all over the world, weapons of mass destruction, for murderous regimes to carry out their fears. So let me use that energy for my truth and for not putting something on the people that is not there. But I definitely did say the people, the killers, you see who they really are, and that energy in them would certainly go away. Yet the consciousness in that, the price to pay for that is the consequences is going to be there. Okay, so but yet the children that are affected by it to be raised in fear, and just total fear. How do you deal with that? We don't even know, or we don't even give our alliance to that, our psychological awareness to the children on the level on a large scale, to know that children go to school and it's just total fear, man, is an unreliable future that we're giving ourselves. What else do you give them? Have you ever experienced anything else other than fear for the people who've lived in that city for generations? Have they ever experienced anything else other than fearful travel to and from school for themselves, for their children? Some people grew up in that and may have gotten good jobs, good homes, but yet those fears are still there. So what is their brain function computing? What is their brain function computing on an everyday basis? Is it to witness nature, to calm that, or is it just to witness the armed trajectory of safety that they've used, others have used against them in that area for years? And I listen to documentaries about cities like that, where young people are saying if they live past 14 or 15, then they're good. That is incredible, man. Oh wow. That's super duper incredible for the human experience in this day and time to be looked at, only live 14, 15 years. Damn. And I'm 55, I've never thought that I'm not gonna make it to a certain age. I've never had that fear because I've never been in situations like that. Truly, maybe when banging on the lock was going on, people threatened my life, could have killed me. Even just recently, maybe a year ago, people were riding around talking about shoot you. Show the video, people threatening my life, but I still never felt as if I wasn't going to make to a certain age. Even now, with me dabbing into a lot of information that I do, and people say it's life-threatening. Even still, I don't feel that at all. It just doesn't equate with the truth, the freedom that we have to live. You see? So maybe I'm not crushing enough things, And as I'm thinking, but I do know that people are available to try to throw me off, Yeah, I do. I know that that is going on. So money is being spent. Budgets are used for that. I've seen it in expensive machinery, intimidation tactics, and all that. So uh, yeah, it's around me. True enough. I'm just uh, thankful, blessed, truly blessed, and know that I'm willful enough to carry on, to go on, because what other choice do I have? And that's the magnificence about life. It's a miraculous aspect of life. Light projection protection is there at all times. So give it your best shot. Give it everything you have to protect yourself and to uh, mimic the greatest aspects of life that we have to mimic. Just like it's raining every day this week. And what's the reason for the rain every day? You know, so the weather is an answer. Things put you through the test, so you can learn more about why you're here. And with information I've learned and listened to how to try to use it to help those of us who are challenged by the system for no apparent reason other than the beauty of our skin, the beauty of our lives, the expectancy. Too much is given and much is expected. Just sheer audacity and the way in which we share it with others who are less fortunate, and saying the child molesters, pedophiles, and the sex traffickers who take total advantage of children is an incredible aspect of life. I mean, that is really still something that I deal with on a daily basis, and and, and see the people that do it and jokingly have a smile on their face when they do it while they're doing it is a miraculous lesson for us to learn, and in-depth brain function that powers us even more. It's really incredible, enriching to know that that's what that's all about. To see that and to know that this is going on. The creation process is actually giving us answers in a magnificent way. I mean, incredible. And wow, how do you learn from that when communication with emotions can easily be uh, outdated? What I mean by people so used to getting emotional and being broken down and crying and saying why is it happening? And yet the answer comes right away as they're asking that. It truly does. Why is it happening? And those, you know. So the criteria for that is to listen universally as an aspect of that. To listen to all things that are going on around you. The people who have done it over and over again, and who you are, what you are in your life, what you've done and not done. It is a total package delivery. Yeah, that's a total package delivery at that time, because your emotions are raised up. You're superhuman in that aspect. Yes, we are superhuman. Superpowers come about. We know that. It's just that to know how to put it in a controlled environment is the atmospheric pressure that we get every day. So